Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're heading way back, exploring the sun-baked lands of ancient Egypt. Our goal, to really dig into the secrets, the mysteries, and maybe some of the, frankly, amazing advancements of a civilization that, still has historians scratching their heads sometimes. It's this incredible mix, isn't it? Huge achievements side by side with things we just can't quite figure out.
It really is. There's something unique about ancient Egypt, I think. It feels so ancient, obviously, but also weirdly advanced. Hopefully in this dive we can shed some light on why it still grabs us, why it feels so, well, captivating after all this time.
Okay, so to really get a handle on their genius, you kind of have to start with the big stuff, right? The pyramids, Giza. I mean, they're over 4,500 years old, still just dominating the landscape. And the Great Pyramid, specifically, its alignment, almost perfectly lined up with true north. How did they even do that back then? No GPS, no satellites.
It's staggering. And that's before you even get into the sheer scale of building them.
Yeah.
You're talking stones weighing, what, up to 15 tons, some of them? And maybe 2.3 million blocks in just the Great Pyramid alone. And yeah, no cranes as we know them, no modern blueprints popping up on a screen. It forces you to think about their planning, their organization.
Right. How did they manage that? It must have been an incredible feat of, well, coordination.
Exactly. And that's why you get all these theories, don't you? The ramps, external, internal pulleys, maybe even using water somehow, flotation systems.
And, you always hear the slightly out there ones, the alien theories.
Oh, absolutely. Which is, mostly fun speculation, but it does tell you something, doesn't it? It shows just how impossible the whole thing still feels to a lot of people today. But beyond the how, what they achieve, that level of precision, the engineering itself, that's the really fascinating part. Whatever method they used, it speaks to a level of knowledge of applied mathematics and physics that's just, well, it's profound. We're still trying to fully grasp it.
Okay, moving on from the stones themselves, let's talk about the people in charge. The pharaohs. They weren't exactly low-key, were they? Take King Tut, Tutankhamun. His reign was short, only about 9 years, and he died young, around 19. But his tomb, wow, the preservation is incredible. And inside, they found, well, get this, daggers made from meteorite metal.
That's right. Actual iron from meteorites, material literally from outer space.
See blades. I mean, talk about next level pharaoh energy, right?
Yeah.
Connecting yourself to the cosmos like that. It says so much about their worldview and honestly their access to rare materials and the skill to work them.
It really does. And then there's Cleopatra, often remembered for, well, certain things, but she was incredibly shrewd, a real powerhouse.
Definitely more than just beauty, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. She spoke, what, 9 languages? Fluently. She was a skilled diplomat, navigating tricky international politics, managing to keep Egypt independent for quite a while against Rome's power. And what's really interesting, and maybe not everyone knows this, she wasn't ethnically Egyptian. She was Macedonian Greek, part of the Ptolemaic dynasty descended from one of Alexander the Great's generals. But she cleverly embraced Egyptian culture, religion, presented herself as a true pharaoh. A very powerful move, made her a real force to be reckoned with.
So these incredible rulers and massive monuments, they didn't just appear out of nowhere. There was a whole system of knowledge underpinning it all. Like, the Book of the Dead sounds ominous, but what actually was it?
Right, it sounds quite dramatic, doesn't it? But it was essentially a guide for the afterlife. Think of it as a collection of spells, prayers, instructions, kind of like cosmic passwords, you could say, all designed to help the soul navigate the dangers of the underworld and reach, well, paradise.
A sort of ancient spiritual GPS.
Huh. That's actually a pretty good way to put it. A very deluxe version, though. It was expensive, personalized scrolls, often beautifully illustrated, definitely a luxury item for the wealthy elite, showing how much they valued preparing for that journey.
And it wasn't just the spiritual side they were advanced in. Their medical knowledge, it's pretty stunning for the time.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thousands of years before what we think of as modern medicine. We have Pelei, like the Edwin Smith Papyrus, that details surgical procedures, diagnosing injuries.
Like setting bones, right. And even brain surgery.
Yes, exactly. Trepanation, drilling holes in the skull. And the evidence suggests they had, well, surprisingly decent success rates for some procedures. They understood the pulse. They used splints effectively. And you mentioned honey earlier, perhaps.
Yeah, using honey on wounds.
Spot on. They use it as an antiseptic. And we know today, modern science confirms, honey has real antimicrobial properties. It shows this deep, practical knowledge based on observation.
Incredible. And then there are the hieroglyphs. More than just cool pictures, right?
Much more. They weren't just decorative. It was a really complex system. Think of it like layers of meaning. Some symbols represented sounds, like our letters phonetic. Others stood for whole ideas or objects, ideograms. And some helped clarify the meaning of other signs, so you could have layers phonetic, symbolic, maybe even magical, all packed into one script, like ancient emojis with extra dimensions, perhaps.
Ancient emojis with power. I like that. Okay, so even with all we do know, there are still huge mysteries, like this hidden chamber business in the Great Pyramid.
Ah, yes, the Scan Pyramids Project discovery. It's one of the most intriguing recent finds. They used cosmic ray scans, muon tomography, basically using particles from space that rain down on Earth to see inside the stone without drilling.
Right, like a giant medical scan for the pyramid.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
And they found this massive void, huge. They say it's roughly the size of like a passenger jet's fuselage,
Wow.
a jumbo jet even.
Nobody knows what's inside.
Exactly. That's the thing. It's sealed. No one's been in. Could it be another tomb?
Yep.
Treasure?
Yeah.
An architectural feature we don't understand?
Right.
Or maybe. Maybe nothing significant at all, but it's there, undisturbed, just waiting. It's a perfect symbol, really, of how much we still don't know.
So we've gone from these sky-high pyramids, cosmic daggers, brain surgery, guides to the afterlife. It really is an astonishing range. Why do you think Egypt continues to just pull us in like this? It feels like more than just history.
I think it's because it constantly challenges our assumptions, doesn't it? It reminds us that ancient doesn't automatically mean primitive. There's this incredible sophistication, this mysteriously advanced quality in some ways, defies easy categories.
A cosmic enigma, a puzzle still waiting to be fully pieced together.
Precisely. It forces us to ask, what else did they know? What other knowledge might be hidden not just in Egypt, but in other corners of the ancient world? And maybe it makes you wonder, how will our time, our technology be seen thousands of years from now? What will seem baffling or impossibly advanced to them? It just shows there's always more to explore, more to question. The past is a vast, fascinating territory.